What I have to say to the young men and increasingly some of the young women in this country that are falling into the grips of white supremacy, that find themselves getting radicalized in a funnel of vitriol towards Latinos, towards immigrants, towards African Americans, towards all people Black, towards all people Jewish, towards all people of different faiths. What I have to say to you is come back, because there is a mother waiting for you. I know it. I know there's a teacher waiting for you saying, what happened to my kid?
So I love her message, as I nearly always do, but I wonder to what extent, like I know that kids are rebellious or whatever. Like if you in your late teens identify as a white supremacist, I hope that you can be brought back, but I don't know if I believe it.
Yeah, it's I like the effort. I mean, why not? Maybe you'll reach a few. So it's not to downgrade or bash a positive message. It's cool, give it a try, but still keep your head on a swivel, because don't believe it until it's proven, you know? And whatever, yeah, I'm sure some parents would be like, what happened to my kid? Oh my God, we've heard it every time. I never would have believed he would do something like this.
Yeah.
And it's fine to believe, but ask a few questions. Yeah. Check it out first, because the reason why we never believe they do these things is because we assume looking at them, they're harmless. It's part of the persona that's put on kids from birth.
Yeah.
Again, from elementary school kids, minorities get treated differently because they're perceived to be more of a threat and a danger to general society. And the ones who aren't fly under the radar and go, I can do whatever I want. We've got one of them in the White House. That's why he's gotten this far.
And look, I want to tie this and part of her message we're going to show you in just a second to the video we showed you of the white student who got a gun and thought that made him like a big tough guy or whatever because he hates Black men. I would say probably is terrified of them. So she has a message for people who think that you can just pick up a gun and that can stand in for masculinity.
You're not more of a man with a gun. You're not more of a man if you are capable of violence. You are not stronger if you tear another life down. We have to make sure we address that in our culture. Fixing this is about fixing the laws, but it's about addressing our culture. We're gonna have to go deep.
So I could not agree more. And the issue is that for a certain sort of person growing up on the internet right now, for whatever reason, they want to feel like a victim or whatever, their role models tell them effectively, not in those many words necessarily, but tell them, yeah, get that gun, you will be a man, that's what you need. You should be incredibly suspicious of women, you should grow to hate women because they're not giving you what you feel you're entitled to. They breed this weak, pathetic, violent, emotional creature like you saw in the video earlier in the show.
Yeah, and then the thing is, you need the voices of the people that they actually look up to and relate to say these things.
Yeah.
So when they see AOC say that, it's a positive message and it's true. But when they see her say it, or they feel a woman saying it, especially a minority woman saying it, it hits at their guts because they have been conditioned to not care about what that person says.
Yeah.
As many conservatives said about whenever there's Muslim extremism, oh, hey Muslims, when are you gonna fix your community? Go tell them to stop it. Same thing here. Hey, older white men who have sons that do stuff like this, go talk to your kids and tell them to stop it. Because apparently that's the only way things work. If that's your approach, if you think that's what works, you do it yourself too. You have to recognize the problem and call it out and stop it.
Yeah.
Because they're not listening to anyone else.
Yeah, and by the way, to those, again, those people probably aren't watching, but if you're one of these people and you have one of these role models, you might think that these people are opening my eyes. They're giving me the right pill, they're taking the blinders off, and they're revealing what I need to know to be a fully functioning person. That's not what they're doing. It's not in their financial interest for you to be a happy person who doesn't need their sort of bred resentment. Yeah. They want you to be exactly as pathetic as you need to be to continue to absorb their stuff, whether it's Ben Shapiro or Jordan Peterson or Dave Rubin or any of them. They want to keep you in a pathetic low state where you hate the right people and you want to be told by them on a daily basis exactly who has turned you into the creature you are. That's all it is. Buying a gun is not going to fix that. You got to turn the channel, stop listening to them. Here on the Damage Report, we talk a lot about the big banks and their ways of getting rich off the poor. They saturate the market, but there are other options. And I've got info on a socially and environmentally responsible financial institution that has no ATM fees, gives you cash back on every purchase. They even commit 10% of their earnings to charity. It's called Aspiration, and if you go to aspiration.com/TYT to sign up, you'll get these perks, and that's more money to spend or to save or to spend. Just treat yourself.